Beatrice, Lucia.
Yes. Yes.
Good evening.
So very good morning to Brazil and very good evening to all
India.
dignitaries of Global Edu-Leaders Forum. After a long time, we all are meeting together in light of year 2022. As per our mission, aim and objective, which was within our heart, and we keep sharing our experience towards our duty to the global human world, from living to non-living object. Today, this special show for the year is a meet and greet. I would love to know what we are aiming for coming new year. As the title which has already been placed on the poster, year 2022 will be year of Go Green project of Global Edu-Leaders Forum. I do propose to select 5 goals of United Nations out of 17. So we may take 3, we may take 4, but one of the goal is climate actions directly connected to the Go Green project. We have done a lot before, but still same thought and process we want to continue. Out of 17, I can read 5 which is shortlisted. I want your comment. Can we take it forward? So before I go to invite Dr. Vasudha Neelmani, who is the think tank, and we all were missing Dr. Vasudha. 5 topics which we have collected. Number 1 is good health and well-being. This is the one of the topic of 17 sustainable goals of United Nations. Second is a quality education. Third is a gender equality. Fourth is a peace, justice, or life on land. And fifth, which we can take, climate actions. With this note, this forum is open. And I would like to invite Dr. Vasudha, who is a think tank and psychologist, a real architect of the brain of Global Edu-Leader Forum. Put your lights.
Thank you.
How 2022 can be more colorful with the presence of Nutan ma'am, Maria ma'am, Nirmal Mahana ma'am, Urmi Mala ma'am, Raghav sir, Rajesh sir, and whosoever is watching this show, or whosoever is going to watch this show through digital media of Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, or any other virtual media. So welcome to you, Dr. Vasudha Neelmani, and over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Singh. Good evening, everyone. Yes, it's been a long time and I have been a little tied up with schoolwork, but I have been in touch with Mr. Singh and we have been working backstage for the next plan of action. And when he was talking about sustainable development goals, so we thought that we will be choosing, 5 to 6 of them, so wherein we can take it forward and work more in 2022. I hope that, whatever we are hearing, whatever is happening these days related to the new variant of Omicron, it does not affect us in any other manner like the second Delta variant did. But nevertheless, having said that, so yes, 2022, we are thinking that whatever activities, whatever programs we conduct related to sustainable development goals. Out of 17, we will be choosing 5 to start with, and maybe then, take 5 more, and then two. Ideally, we want to cover all 17, but yes, we will start with the 5 main ones that he spoke about. That includes education, that includes well-being, that includes environment, that includes gender inequality and everything. So what my main concern is that whatever we discuss and whatever we talk, we do something in our schools, or we do something where we are staying, I mean, where we are living. So it has to be implemented, so that it is not just it is just not confined to whatever we discuss, and we don't do. We discuss many things, we make a lot of plans. We just, so now, and at this point in time, I can propose, and Mr. Singh will agree with me, that we can choose, maybe you can start with small projects in your school, and Mr. Singh and I can, Mr. Singh and my school will not participate in that, because we both are founders and co-founders. So we will, and let us choose the best 2-3 project, Mr. Singh, and give accolades to the teachers and the students,
Great.
whatever they are doing in their society, in their environment, in their neighborhood. So that is very clear, to keep it very fair and just. Mr. Singh's school and my school will not participate in that, because we both will constitute, we both will be deciding the winners or the project. So that is one. And you can take up the projects like Go Green. To start with the Go Green project, what is the significance of planting trees? What kind of trees should be planted? You guys, most of you are blessed enough, you are not in Delhi NCR. So we are in Delhi NCR, which is a gas chamber. Right now I'm in Delhi NCR. Otherwise I'm in Udaipur, where the weather is very good, the climate is very clear. But yes, here we are. So what kind of plants are the air purifiers? Sensitizing the students for that, sensitizing the teachers for that, and doing something related to that. When we are talking about gender equality, gender inequality, what is gender inequality? Why it is considered? And maybe, is gender inequality just in India, or in Brazil also? We can take the inputs from Beatrice and her counterparts over there, that what kind of challenges they are facing. And also, Mr. Singh, if by any chance we can have a virtual or online exchange program between any 2 schools of Brazil and India, so that we can take it further in a very different manner.
Great. I'm taking from here. I have some plan which I'm sharing, and of course, gratitude and congratulations to Beatrice, who was continuing 4 to 5 webinars on the respective topic. Now we did students in exchange programs. We will select 5 students from 1 school maximum on the 5 goals. And these students can make their team and they can work on the topic. Guide will be coordinator, our principal who is heading the school. And of course, it is going to be global, on a real. I have some map to go on. Let's discuss what is the view of other our founder members, those who are there on the screen, how we can take this objective on the ground. Madam Maria, I want you to bless us, because you are the senior most on the screen from Brazil.
Hi.
I want your blessing just.
I greet this participate in the webinar.
Thank you. You want to say something?
Yes.
So Renata, if you are listening to me, you can translate in Portuguese.
Okay.
I want her blessing for this project. What she feels, this project inter-exchange from Brazil, India, Singapore, Malaysia will help us. This is comment which I want. If you can translate in Portuguese.
Doutora Maria Emília, ele quer a sua bênção para os projetos esses do Verde do ano que vem, as coisas da GEL. Se tu poderia falar alguma coisinha que eu traduzo para a senhora.
Para o ano que vem?
Isso.
Ok. Estamos pensando que para o ano que vem podemos expandir mais esses projetos, né? Fazendo uma ligação bastante grande em relação à utilização da economia circular, não só aqui no Rio Grande do Sul, mas fazendo uma relação com os outros estados, tipo Paraná, Santa Catarina, São Paulo, as regiões do Nordeste, né? Principalmente com a Sergipe, Aracaju, em especial Sergipe, onde eu atuo no programa de pós-graduação em Ciência da Propriedade Intelectual, e aonde eu tenho alunos que poderão ser engajados nesse projeto.
Okay. Mr. SK, Dr. Maria Emília is saying that these projects are really important, and she would like in the new year to expand the projects of circular economy here in Brazil that she's engaged in. And she told about our state, Rio Grande do Sul, and some other states that she has students, and she wants to expand this. That is so important.
We can take this topic that is also in the 17th Sustainable Goal of United Nations. Okay. Coming to Malaysia, and then I will come to India. Let's travel.
Okay.
Nutan ma'am.
Yes, good evening all.
You are the most beautiful face on the screen. So please do not disappear.
Oh, no, by mistake I touched the screen and the video went off. आप इतना मुझे परेशान मत करिए. Beautiful बोल के.
I want to just take your input. What can we proceed with this objective in coming new year, or you want to suggest something?
No, it's a good proposal, and I'll go with this. At present, we have done virtual, our school we have done with Japan. Every year we used to visit, we send our students, they come to us, but last 2 years it is all virtual. So then I'll take my few students, and as everything will be guided, I'll go on.
Great. So I think we can take inter-school virtual, and once situation comes, we can do it in the real. Moving to
thank you.
Our mentor, real mentor who has guided me, corrected me, and who can still correct me at any time. Before I speak anything, I need to have that favor of blessings and fear of not doing anything wrong. So over to you, Nirmal Mahana ma'am.
Good evening, good morning, Brazil. How are you, everybody there? And good evening to all my friends in India and in Jammu, at least, and the founder and the co-founder. Excellent. I keep giving this input that the initiatives, what we are doing and taking are very, very important. And I like the idea of Vasudha that we must have exchange program based on these 7 points definite, because the children also feel nice when they interact with the counter countries, and they come to know the culture, they come to know how they're how they're working, and how they can, our people can improve. And exchange programs are very, when we did this British Council with 9 different countries, it was excellent. And I'm very happy my school is ready for virtual, but right now J&K no school is open, and I don't think so the government is going to give any permission for opening this thing, because Omicron cases are coming up in J&K also. But yes, nonetheless, we can do it on the virtual platform, and it's easy also to interact with them, and it's a wonderful idea, I must say, and my blessings are always there with JEL and the entire team. I love you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I think endorsement is one of encouragement otherwise, if we take this thing forward. Raghav sir, after a long time, we would love to
Yes, sir.
hear one chopai from Ramcharitmanas.
Oh, definitely, sir. I'm ready. Ramcharitmanas only, or from somewhere else also can do?
Anywhere.
Oh, great. So there are more ladies on this panel. So no. राधे तू बड़ी भागिनी कौन तपस्या कीन, तीन लोक त्रिभुवन पति सो तेरे आधीन, कन्हैया ले चल परली पार, कन्हैया ले चल परली पार, जहाँ विराजे राधा रानी, जहाँ विराजे राधा रानी, अलबेली सरकार, कन्हैया ले चल परली पार, कन्हैया ले चल परली पार. This is from Krishna. So let us come to Ramcharitmanas. दोनों जन्म जग होत भरत को, अचर सचर चर अचर करत को, दोनों जन्म जग होत भरत को, अचर सचर चर अचर करत को, उमा कहूँ मैं अनुभव अपना, उमा कहूँ मैं अनुभव अपना, सच हर भजन जगत सब सपना, सच हर भजन जगत सब सपना.
Thank you so much. I think Beatrice is looking at us. What is going on? We will translate. Your comment on the projects which you want to take up.
Sir, I feel this is beautiful, as Nirmal Mahama was saying, that though we are into this juncture of this type 3 and all that, Omicron and things like that, but still from somewhere we have to catch that tail of something and then start doing things. I feel it is we who have to shoulder these responsibilities and start doing.
Great.
We will not come out, we will not become as we were in February 20 very soon, but there is not going to be much problems now. Life is going to be something like this.
Great. So I'm moving to Brazil. I saw Arceloni ma'am on the screen.
Hello, Dr. Singh, I'm here.
Yes, Arceloni ma'am, how about comment? I can see back. Brigadier Mahana sir, I request if you're on the screen, I would love to hear you. Mahana ma'am, please call him.
Me?
Yeah, Arceloni ma'am, about this project.
Yeah, it is a so interesting project. It is connecting people, it's connecting ages, it is connecting all kinds of spirits, not just retain to areas, but all around the world and all knowledge. In a way, it is a popular way, not exactly popular, but a different way, a special way to share knowledge and put people in contact. It is spectacular. Great. Congratulations to you, to Beatriz, to all people that are celebrating GEL.
Wonderful. That's great. Today we have a special guest. मेरी तो हिम्मत भी नहीं हो रही थी कि जब तक मैं उनके स्टैंडर्ड तक इस प्लेटफॉर्म को ना लेके आ पाऊं तो मैं उनको इनवाइट करूं. But he is more than mentor. He is more than brother. He is more than guide. Actually, truly speaking, he is a real inspiration for me, who has spent his life proudly serving to Indian Army. Sir, salute you. Need your blessing, guidance. We have done little bit. So I find myself reaching to a standard where I can take you in as a real mentor and guide for the gel.
Blessings are always of God. And guidance, I would recommend all of you to read a very fine old James Hilton, Goodbye, Mr. Chips. A simple teacher in a second grade school in old time Britain, but who made his mark. And as far as your endeavor is concerned, I really do not know what the gestures are. I also do not know what the logic is, but what I understand is the positivity. My sincere and humble request is enjoy yourself as teachers. Very rarely you'll find teachers being honored. Very rarely.
True.
So kindly enjoy yourself as teachers. And since you're giving the best to this word, again, James Hilton, goodbye, Mr. Chips. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think we got more positive energy because I know him. I have spent my highest concentration time, if I say I can sit ever, for sitting with him for 8-10 hours. I will narrate this story sometime later because I was thinking, take a standard of gel up to the point and then I can invite him proudly to be a member because his height of thought is beyond this.
True,
anyway,
true.
Urmimala ma'am, once we talk about global green, you are the blessed one, surrounded by green and green. Your comment on such project, how we can take on the ground with the students' involvement.
A very good evening, Mr. Singh, and to Dr. Vasudha ma'am, Nirmal, Mahana ma'am. It's so good to see Raghav sir, Rajesh sir, and all of you, and all the leaders from Brazil, educators from the Brazil. A very namaste to, especially to our guest from abroad. So it's great to be back. In fact, trust me, today we have been very busy because on 26th, our school is celebrating 50 years of Golden Jubilee. So I think everybody can understand the kind of work that we are doing. But still, I did not want to miss this today because we are meeting after a long time. Coming to the Go Green, you'll be happy to hear that since we are celebrating our 50 years. Yesterday, we almost planted 25 plants in our campus and the neighborhood. So the process has been going on every environmental day. As we started last year, when we started the gel, we started plantations, and that has been continued. Starting from the tiny tots, which we in Sainik School is the Save Elephant, Save Life, where plantation plays a major role because there is a lot of conflict between human and elephants. So there are a lot of meetings happening in regarding to the plantation in the forest area and also in our campus area. So that has already been in the limelight. So probably we will be working more in this, and I will be updating with the kind of work that our students are doing, especially with the Sainik School and my school, Bal Mandir Public School. So I hope we will be able to give you more information, but definitely the process is on. And I'm very happy that, this whole thing of plantation started last year with the gel. And I remember, we should do it. And it was just before the environmental day. And it has become so, my students are so passionate about it, and they're taking care of the plants. So it is a part and parcel of her. And definitely with the sustainable goal that we are thinking about it, we will be carrying on, we will be part of it. And any kind of online virtual interactions with our students of Sainik School and Bal Mandir, we will be definitely be cooperating. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Urmimala ma'am, in fact, once I thought in mind last year how we should do it. Every year, if we are planting a tree on our own birthday, why can't we celebrate the birthday of the plant with the same spirit? And after a year, we can click the photograph with the baby. Thought came to my mind. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely, Mr. Singh. This is exactly, my student did it this year when we were celebrating it. We had the pictures of the last year, which I never expected that the students will taking care. But 35% of my students showed me the pictures of which they had planted last year. I think what you're saying is exactly some of them are doing. We need
amazing.
To focus
and
more
I do
probably
promise such students will be awarded from the Global Edu-Leader Forum, because what we are looking, empowering, not brain only, empowering heart, giving recognition to the such students, those who are carrying such great thoughts up to this. And one day I was thinking, I'm just sharing, you can, topic is open for you. How much oxygen we require? I think Puneet, I'll be looking about this answer, Google it. How much oxygen we require in a life? One person. How much tree we have planted and they will produce how much oxygen? Because whatever we are taking today, it was the deposit of our grandparents. So are we sensible enough to have some deposit in advance, which our coming generation can utilize or not? We take property of our grandparents. We are keeping something for our own coming generation. Money may come, money may go, but I think without oxygen, life is not possible on the earth. Not for us only, for all living things on the earth. So this is the thought behind this campaign of Go Green of Global Edu-Leader Forum. I would like to take Rajesh sir, and Supriya is also on the screen. Welcome, Supriya. So before you come, I invite man of literature who has, I think, vibrant sound with adjective and adverb of English. Welcome to you, Rajesh sir, and over to you.
Good morning to wonderful friends from Brazil and abroad, and very good evening to everyone from India. Sir, what a wonderful topic. Amazing, go green. And when you just shared your idea, why not to plant a tree on the day of birthdays? Amazing, this both, the should celebrate birthdays together. And sir, another thing very beautifully shared by Urmimala ma'am, and I really like that. And I always feel and say, and I really want to write on it sometimes, growing child and growing saplings, you look at the similarity. And Ruskin Bond truly said, a young child may be compared with young mimosa plant. Look at the limbs of a child, the way look at the branches, the shoots, and that's really amazing. The kind of pleasure which I get looking at a growing plant, same pleasure I see looking at a growing child. And recently when I uploaded the pic of my son and someone wrote, it's pleasure seeing a growing child. I really like that, because, yeah, and again, if on a birthday, if we upload couple of pictures, right? And I have many with me of plants. When a plant, a sapling was planted, and after some days, and then after a couple of months, then maybe after a couple of years. So that journey is fabulous, amazing. And we have to connect children to this journey. We have to connect children this journey, so that they should really feel that bliss. How blissful is to watch the journey. So, sir, I think that's really amazing, because green color is so soothing, so delightful, and really, we should ensure that this planet, and sometimes I really feel truly anything which is done in the name of development that goes against this planet, I don't know how to refute it. How to refute it? Anything done in the name of development on this planet Earth that goes against this planet, right? We just want, we should really progress, we should really march forward, but we are not bothered about our planet. That's really true. So many plants are being just, cut. You look, the way forests are just cleared and just new townships are coming. That's really very heartrending. So I think we must really give it a thought. And children are the future of this world. So we need to equip and empower our students. Let them have a very clear-cut thinking. Let them believe in progress or development may wait, but this planet, the life has to be really very safe, very clean, and it must be very enjoyable. So collective vision of the entire humanity is to make this world a better place to live in, make this planet Earth maybe more clean and green. So I think that's a commendable kind of a job, and the collective vision of Global Edu-Leaders Forum. And we all should join our hands together and ensure that we should do something phenomenal, something monumental in this field. Thank you very much.
Great, sir. I think this is what I want each kids should take it. Supriya is on the screen, a dynamic, vibrant Supreme Court lawyer, always deals with articles of Constitution, So why can't we bring some Constitution? How much oxygen you are taking in your life? You must plant tree, and that much fundamental rights we talk about, we are the Indian citizens, I have right to speak. So why you don't have that right to plant trees? Your call. I think this we can file a PIL in the Supreme Court. Make mandatory every human being, those who are taking oxygen. I would love to hear you, Supriya.
Thank you so much. A warm welcome, a good evening, good morning to everyone over here. I'm honored that I'm a part of this discussion, and that too a discussion which is close to my heart. I mean, that is my source of happiness, joy. I must share with you all that this time CRPF, हमारी जो CRPF है, they have planted more than 22 lakh saplings. And I am a proud part of it, that in my High Court also, since I have friends over there, they also gifted me some saplings and I planted in my High Court too. I can share, but this time I'm not able to share my screen. So I could have shown you that the joy with which I was planting trees. And they planted trees of having medicinal values, of having, so good plants. From there, I got to know that this tree cures this tree does this. Otherwise, we have risen, we are raised among them, but we never knew that कि उसकी value क्या है, वो क्यों है. So I got to know. And yes, you told that every children, I mean, we should stop the practice of, gifts and all. If there is some party, we should exchange flowers. We should exchange plants. We should know that this is a monsoon season, we should plant trees. And I'm so happy that Jawans, they were digging holes. I can't tell you that in a day they were planting 10,000 trees, 20,000 trees, that too at a place where it's difficult to reach. I mean, they have planted, if I'll talk about Katra, Mata Vaishno Devi Bhavan, they reached up to the uphill where it's literally not possible, impossible to reach, but they did it. So hats off to them. And then,
Wonderful.
yes, trees, we all know trees are very important. I don't need to, I mean, we all know that how much importance they have in our lives. This time, I mean, this COVID, this pandemic, made us to realize that what the value this oxygen holds in our life. I mean, we used to think that oxygen is nothing, and people died because of lack of oxygen, and we can't plant a single tree. You see, we need to develop, this is moral education. We need to teach our children that yes, you do one thing, it will not take much time to plant a sapling.
Great.
And when you will see that sapling growing up, you'll just feel that that's not a sapling, that's your child, that's your life. And Mahana ma'am, Rajesh sir, definitely he very well he pointed out that yes, you need to go to that extent, and all you need is to just give a boost to your child, to the people around, to the society. It's not a bar that only a child has to plant. I mean, you do it happily, you make a festival, you create it. And I'm thankful to you, SK sir, that all the time you give us a virtual, platform to meet, because this pandemic, it is a hell. I just pray to God that this should go and we should meet in person. And I'm eager to see.
Okay, I'm giving two proposals. One is writing letters to the all.
Yes, one more thing I want to add.
Yeah,
one more
please.
thing I want to add. You told me
Please.
that, yes, I'm working on one thing. Let's go to the law part. I'm working on one thing. I'm working on rights of plants and animals. So
Good.
I want that those should be included in right to life and personal liberty. I mean, if a human being has a right to live, why can't a plant, why can't an animal has?
Supriya.
Ji.
In nutshell,
Am I
I have a
audible?
request.
Yeah.
I have a request pinpointed.
Yeah.
A request. I
Please,
have
please.
a topic which we
Please.
have collected: peace and justice. Once you come to the justice
Please,
part,
please.
I want you to lead on that part. Justice in common society, educating human rights to each individual will be again a part of project. We are doing global green, and then peace and justice part is also related with the constitution. One idea which was in my mind, I have discussed with some colleague, which I want to float it here. In India, if I talk about 26,000 CBSE schools, where is the land available if you talk about the city and urban area? So once upon a time, I had a dream that I must write a letter to the ministry, HRD ministry, now education ministry. Why can't each school boundary should be a green boundary? Why boundaries are only concrete? 5 feet or 10 feet area of each school boundary must be green. So at least minimum oxygen which is required for a campus can help kids to not suffer with.
We can get from there.
Urban area. Only schools have land of 1 acre, 1.5 acre. Other area is okay. Village area, rural area is okay. But in city area, only schools have minimum ground. But these grounds are decorated with tiles. I condemn.
Must be green grounds. Yes.
Must be green ground. Or there should be a green belt of 5 to 10 feet surrounded. This can be one of the initiative. And second, we are writing a letter to United Nations regarding our small initiative. We can be one part, but if we calculate all the boards of India, and if we calculate the number of students, it is more than, I think, 20 crore population. The movement, more than 20 crore people got an idea, I have to plant a tree on the new year. Let's talk about 2020. Who will start? You, me, my students, your students.
Let us start.
So we can talk, and this voice can be louder and it can reach.
Yes, definitely.
So such things are required. Before we go,
and I'm
now,
sure people will join hands. People will join hands. There are so many nature lovers. They every time this, they voice themselves everywhere. All they need is a, boost. They
Great.
need somebody to take a lead. Yes, that's it.
I think jail will take lead and giving you this leadership. Now Puneet has, I
Yes.
think, completed her homework, because I asked her ki a person in a life how much oxygen is required. So Puneet, you have some data,
difficult to
something you can
calculate.
share?
Yeah, actually, it is very difficult to calculate because the mathematics goes beyond my calculation, because on an average, a human being takes 2000 liter of oxygen in 24 hours.
Oh,
So in 24 hours, if we are taking 2000 liter of oxygen, we can calculate into 365 days and for the whole lifetime. It's impossible to take care of that data. But yes, if we are able to plant a tree at least in 1 acre of land. So we will be able to give oxygen to 18% for their lifetime. That we can do in 1 acre. We can provide oxygen to 18%. And one tree actually gives 260 pounds of oxygen. So all these things do matter. So if yes, these things, boundary and all that, the ideas are very good. And yes, projects are also very good. See, if students are taking part in these initiatives of sustainable development, then definitely, because when it is just, we need to spark and make them just only realize that why trees are important, and which I have already initiated from last 2-3 years in my school. My school is now like a Shalimar garden. If anyone comes and visits my school, you will love my school, the greenery and the flowers blooming here and there. And every year every time I'm adding new and new plants, trees into my school. So we just need to make them realize. And if we are just giving a single sparkle to their idea, they will take more good projects. We need not to tell them anything. They will come ideas of their own of plantation, and they will love to give their projects to us about how can we make this sustainable goal a success. So we just need to initiate the project, rest everything taken care by the children only. We are and we have to be an example. Like if I'm planting trees, I'm taking care of in the morning, I take 1 hour just to take round of my school and see whether all my plants which I have planted in my campus, all they well taken care of. If I'm doing it, my staff is doing it, and obviously when student will come to my school, they will also take care of each and every plant which I have in my school. And yes, I have developed a kitchen garden. Now these days I'm developing this nursery and kitchen garden, so that when my kids, hopefully, because I hope that my children will come in the coming session, I want them to touch and feel the plants. I want them to hit stone on the trees to catch the fruits. So I'm doing all these things to make them realize that the fruit which they get, it is not from the ready wala, it is from the tree which they get fruits from. So this is my mission to make students love plants and trees. That is what initiative I'm taking.
I'm just making your dreams little bigger, why can't I propose, create some project which is directly connected with the 5 students of one school, not more than. See, once you take crowd will not execute and will not give the real data. And at least 5 students can work together. First, we will choose 5-5-5, one cluster, and then 5-5-5, one cluster. So suppose if we talk about North Zone, we take 5 schools, 25 students, and we take from Brazil 25 students. So these 25 students, as per the junior, sub-junior, can walk and then exchange the data and photographs. Dr. Vasudha.
SK, let me tell you, in 7 acre of land, last year, when the schools opened only for 2 months, 500 students of my school planted 25,000 plants.
Wonderful.
Wow.
And they are growing beautifully. And now the forest people have taken over that area, and they are looking after it because the kids are not coming. So 25,000 plants we have already planted. It is a nearby forest area.
Wonderful, wonderful, great. I think, see, such inspiration, if we are talking, we get inspired. Urmimala ma'am was talking, Nirmal Mahana ma'am was talking. See, 25,000 plants. It gives boost to our lungs. The oxygen is there. So once we talk and take these projects forward, I'm sure objective of GEL, objective of all members of GEL is going to be fruitful, and at least not for ourselves, at least some supreme power who is taking our life ahead, who is giving peace and happiness to us, can bless us with lot of on real ground experience. Books are full with knowledge, I keep saying, but the kids, those who are plucking one of plant, the fruit, can realize the value of. Once we do vegetation, and we take vegetable from our own garden, can be, I think, extremely different experience.
And let me tell you, happy to share with you, in front of you, we planted the pomegranate tree in this thing, and lemon trees. The amount of fruit which is coming on both these trees, अनार भी, और इतने सारे नींबू हो गए हैं, मैंने अचार डाला है उसका.
Oh, wonderful.
And it was planted in big boxes and planted in this thing. ये जो ड्रम होते हैं ना, प्लास्टिक ड्रम्स, उसमें, because
first distribution of achar will be in Jammu very soon. GEL is meeting together. So distribution
it's there. मैंने अभी बनाया है.
Wonderful, great. Before I go to closing comment of Beatrice, I think I would like to take Dr. Vasudha, how these thoughts can be permanent in mind as per psychology. These all written in the book. United Nations is saying we are talking virtually, but what kind of approach can make it a permanent block in the brain, can keep these thoughts alive in our heart?
Okay, when 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when pandemic was not there, did we ever think that there would be a time where we will be, striving hard to get the oxygen, right? So, and we have all gone through it in some way or the other, where our near and dear ones, or family members, or friends, or known acquaintances, they have struggled to get a simple basic thing as oxygen to breathe. That is the air to breathe in. So we never thought that a day would come that we will be talking about. Yes, we have been talking about, planting trees, or, from since the childhood, when we were children also, we were also taught that, trees gives us oxygen, and, it takes away the carbon dioxide and all that. But, we never, the whys were not explained, why it is needed. But with all that, what is happening in India and of course across the globe, when it comes about see basically, a human being, a very 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 normal thing that in Hindi we say, and I'll translate it for Beatrice also, हम ईश्वर को भी तभी याद करते हैं जब हम दुख तकलीफ में होते हैं, right? So when we are in when we are in pain or in a tight situation, then we remember God, we look towards him. So it's the same way till the time we had everything available in abundance, whether it was oxygen, whether it was water, whether it was fresh air. We never thought of it that we need to do something about it. But of late, for past 3-4 years, I have been seeing the smog-like situation, or especially the Delhi NCR, due to whatever the crops, the pollution, everything. So there is, they say that, Delhi NCR and around are the gas chambers. There is no fresh air to breathe in. The AQI is very, very high, which is not which is not good. And then there are air purifiers, there are plants which have been, in the classroom. Many of the progressive schools in NCR and many houses, they have bought the air purifiers for home. So why do we need so many things when we are feeling hot, we have ACs. When we are feeling very cold, there were old heaters, now they're oil heaters, and now there is a new thing in the market which is called air purifiers. Why do we need them? We need them because we are not able to take care of our natural resources. So when now with our generation and with our coming generation, we have seen people, struggling for oxygen. I mean, oxygen cylinders were very, very scarce. It was a scarcity. So I think, Mr. Singh, because we have gone through that, and we know the importance and significance of fresh air, and we all know that fresh air is only given by the plants. So in when you see it, it is a cyclical process. So it is a cycle. So we need to plant trees, we need to do the things for our coming generation. And as educators, I think we have to prepare our students for it, because they are going to bring the change. I mean, we are doing our best. We can guide them, we can get the things done, we can plant as many trees as possible. But when if we have not explained the why and how behind it, everything is futile.
Wonderful. I think if we take from all of you today, it is a very healthy and useful discussion. Let's bring this all things practically. Let's connect our students, those who are going to face such challenges in their future. More than that, if I say talking on the topic is also a contribution. Creating awareness is also a contribution. So on this note, last vote of thanks by Beatrice, who has been working day and night and continued entire journey of GEL. So salute you, your energy. Without your contribution, this was not possible. Honestly speaking, journey started from Jammu of GEL and it has reached to the globe. Why I say this, I have seen your very, very positive energy, even though I had, some short of time, I am busy, this, that, and all. But never ever I have found any excuses from Beatrice's side. She keep correcting me. Sometimes she used to write, sorry, Mr. Singh, bothering you. Beatrice, hand-folded gratitude to you, because you are the one who has continued 4 to 5, 6 programs entirely with the Brazil. I do promise all Indian schools will take this lead by getting this inspiration from you. So your closing comment.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. SK. I would like to say that in contribution to the project as well, my students of graduation planted trees with many children and taught them how to do it this year. I have the videos, but they are in Portuguese, so I won't show you now. But I would like to thank to the speakers for the beautiful messages and wisdom shared on this day. To my colleagues at GEL Brazil, thank you for your support and commitment to our projects. I would like to thank Renata, who from an English teacher became my best friend, fundamental support in my activities. The Global Edu-Leaders Forum, in particular, the founder and president, SK Singh, for his patience, love, and dedication, certainly abdicating his private commitments to meet GEL's agenda. I know I've bothered you a lot this year with GEL programs, but sure, it was just for something professional. I have to say that this year I had successes and mistakes. Some good projects were carried out and others not so good, but that we always try to do our best. And in this way, I hope that the next year we can put everyone into practice. I need help from all my colleagues in Brazil, and why not the international colleagues too, We need to turn our eyes to children, the environment. We need to include young people in this ambitious mission as well. When we analyze this year, I can say that I found the work I do at GEL to be a personal achievement, because it is very gratifying to look at people and realize that they are doing something for children, to the environment, to the humanity. If today I wish a Merry Christmas, it is because I have reasons to spread happiness. I did some things that made people happy, and I realized that this brings joy to my heart, that it gives me pleasure to share these feelings. I am very grateful for friendships I was able to build with GEL. I can say with certainty that it is a family where unity, fraternity, and understanding are determining factors. Christmas is when we give thanks to God for such a great gift and for spreading his love not only in this day, but on every other day of the year. And may this next year we can be all together again, but remember that someone is always in need of you. I only ask each you never, but never even stop believing that tomorrow will be better. May God enlighten our hearts, and may the universe bring people together. I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you, everybody, for that.
Thank you so much, Beatrice.
Merry Christmas.
Once again, Merry Christmas to you, and Urmimala ma'am, Nirmal Mahana ma'am, Nutan ma'am, Supriya, Raghav sir, Rajesh sir, Puneet, and each one of you. Without you, this journey was incomplete. But ending this year, I can promise you one big good news, which is going to come in 2022. You may have one corporate office very soon in NCR with permanent people sitting in Delhi, dealing with entire zone is one of my dream. Already things are on process, but 99% keeping secret till the time it is going to be disclosed. That's all.
Heartiest congratulations.
That's all.
Congratulations, Mr. Singh.
This was not without your positive energy. This was not possible. A person like me can have a big office. Not just, it is my passion, which is converting me. I'm giving me signal that this is life is not going to end with only this teaching, learning, and talking. Let's do something on the ground. So my heartfelt gratitude to all members. Next meeting with the North.
Thank you so very much.
On the process and waiting. Thank you, Dr. Vasudha, for being architect, real architect, designing, framing all talks and initial days. I cannot forget it. So let's hope 2022 we can do something good for global world. Thank you, Beatrice, and thank you one and all.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye. Bye. Thank you.
So, Mr. Singh, we are joining another
yes,
right?
Meeting is just starting.
But
North.
Okay.
I am also joining.
Sure. All can join. No issue.